I'm Christy Hartman. Welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my grunge series. Today we are diving into the rich, worn beauty of patina on the gel plate. If you love layered textures, earthy tones, and that perfectly imperfect look, you are in the right place. I'll show you step by step how to build up the patina effects using a few grungy tricks and techniques. Whether you want an intentional look or those once-in-a-lifetime happy accidents, let's start playing to develop grungy patina. By the end, you'll have a set of prints with rich character and some new techniques to take your gel plate experiments even further. We are starting out with a 5 by 7 inch plate. We're using another 5 by 7 inch plate as my palette. We're using teal, iridescent gold fine, manganese blue, all in the fluid acrylic line from Golden. We're going to develop grunge using the tribal wallpaper style 3 by brayering the paint onto the stencil in a random haphazard paint application, by brayering onto another 5 by 7 inch plate and using it as a palette. I'm now removing this stencil, and I'm not overly concerned that I have completely transferred this pattern to the gel plate. In fact, I'm fairly happy that it's just kind of random, because isn't that what we're doing? We're doing grunge. So now we're going to use that same stencil, that tribal wallpaper from Carrie Griffiths from PM Artist Studio, and we're going to repeat the same paint colors onto my 9 by 12 inch plate. Then we're going to use our palette, brayer off a good deal of the paint. We're going to transfer that stencil design onto that palette that we just spent some time working on. And let's see the beautiful grunge that we develop. Isn't that gorgeous? Adhere it back. Let's do gold fine, a little bit of teal. Let's add in a little bit of copper, and we're going to add in the open. Just give us a little bit more working time. This is what our palette is going to look like. So let's just put this up here. Decided that I needed a little bit more gold to add to my palette, because I really want that shimmery effect that that gold and that copper combined are going to give me. This random brayering is going to develop some beautiful grunge. I think what I want to do is just swipe a little here and there over the top of this. I'm going to once again use this palette to develop grunge using this stencil, and it works beautifully. Let's use transparent red iron oxide. All right, now let's take turquoise phthalo. All right, this one, let's use a little bit of red iron oxide. And that's going to start crazing too. Yeah, cool. Yes. All right, now this is one of the big ones. Do the red iron oxide, little bits here and there. And just let it just sit and dry. And I want all that crazing. We're going to do a little bit of this turquoise phthalo. Okay, let's let that dry. Let's try a little bit of this iridescent copper. Let that layer dry. All right, this one. Let's dry. Let's use some copper. This is a very, very old newsprint. This will not pull this up, but because the paper is so absorbent that the paper just kind of disintegrates on the plate, which is a really cool technique. So let's let that sit for a minute or two. Okay, let's go with copper on this one too. That is actually really beautiful. All right, let's let that sit. I think we're going to add a little bit of gold to this one. Yeah, that's going to be actually really pretty. All right, I think we want copper on this one. So we're going to use the iridescent copper. Yeah, I like that. All right, grab a piece of paper. All right, we'll let that sit. Oh my gosh, that's going to be beautiful. We're going to pull this one with turquoise phthalo. All right, we'll let that sit. I'll be back when it's time to pull it. All right, so my experience with this paper is that it only pulls up a portion of it because it wants to leave the paper on the plate. This is that really old newsprint. Well, it's pulling up most of the print. Okay, well, what it did though, which is actually, that is fabulous. Look at how gorgeous that is. Oh my gosh, I love that. But look at all those grungy layers that we can start with. We're going to let those dry and we'll do something with it. Alright, so here we have all of this beautiful grunge that's left on the plate. Let's go back to our same stencil. Pull it up. And be very careful.
It's going to be super cool. We'll be back when it's dry.
Oh yeah, that's going to be gorgeous. Okay, let that dry. I'll be back when it's ready to pull.
Look at all that shimmer.
Didn't pull up everything, but that's what we're doing, is grungy layers.
That is a fabulous print.
Another beautiful print. I love it.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
These are the prints that we've completed today. 5x7s. This is the one that was pulled off on the book paper, where it removed this section of the print. I get asked all the time, why does this happen? It's a variety of reasons. Might be that my plate needed to be conditioned. It might be just simply that this part of the paper just never fully adhered to the plate, even though it looked like it did, and consequently then it wouldn't pull off the remainder of that print. Honestly, you can never be too sure. This one is the one we pulled off on the vintage, this is actually from the 1940s, this newsprint. This one, we had all of this excess when we pulled this one. We had all of this remaining. We added the stencil and this section and then pulled it, and this is what pulled up. I love this print. This one is, I think, fabulous. These are the two bigger ones. This one we have kind of a random patina in the background. This one we added gold behind as one of our layers and then pulled it with another paint color. And you can see all of that shimmer in that print. So all of these layers work together to develop the patina that you see, using both intentional grunge and unintentional grunge. If you're not familiar with those terms, watch part 1 of my grunge series to see what I mean. Thanks for watching part 2 of the grunge series. If you tried any of these techniques, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for any future videos that I put out there. Until then, keep experimenting, keep creating, and embrace the mess. I'll see you in my next video.